Um, so just let me start by a quick introduction of myself. My name is Michel Visser. I'm from the Netherlands, Amsterdam calling. I'm founder of Konnektid. Tell you a little bit the backstory of Konnektid. 8 years ago, I finished my drama school of acting in the Netherlands, and I've been working in theater for a while. And it was after rehearsals about 2.5 years ago that I sat behind two guys who just had their job application rejected. And I was overhearing them in the tram, and I found out that they were rejected because of a bad presentation. And by then, I found out that I could have actually helped those two guys if they were only able to ask me, Michel, could you teach me anything about presenting, about storytelling? And then it came to me that we all live in our own knowledge bubbles, and that it's really difficult to reach out and ask people out of your own network if they can teach you anything, if they can teach you new skills. And we do share what we know on our Facebook, on our Twitter, on our LinkedIn. We share a lot of information, but only with the people we already know, and not with people who it's really of interest for. So that's where the idea came to build a network, social network, which is Konnektid right now. And Konnektid is offering people peer-to-peer learning experiences by helping you to find people in your own neighborhood who can teach you what you would like to learn at that specific time.
Just imagine, you'd like to grow your own kitchen garden, but don't quite have that, green thumb. Surely, you have a neighbor who does. That's where Konnektid comes in. Simply go to konnektid.com and share what you'd like to learn. So, gardening, right? Now, sit back and relax, and Konnektid will ask your neighbors if they can help. Your neighbor John loves to garden, so answers yes. You then make an appointment to meet, and he can teach you all he knows. Together, we create a big network, where John can learn something new himself, and we all benefit from each other. Now, you can learn a new skill every day. That's Konnektid in a nutshell. The easy way to find skilled people in your neighborhood. So register now, and let's get connected.
So you had kind of a short introduction video where we show how it works. It's really simple. You go to konnektid.com, you let us know what you would like to learn, and we'll ask your neighbors if they could teach you that. By doing so, you access all the knowledge which is available from the people around you. So there is a lot of gold, a lot of information resides in people you don't know, in your own community. And what we hope to do with Konnektid is to unlock the education potential of your neighborhood by enabling you to reach out to those people around you and ask them if they could teach you anything you want to learn. By doing that, we create we have a different marketplace principle. We don't ask people to make listings. We believe everyone is a teacher and a learner. So you subscribe to Konnektid and you are a teacher and learner at the same time. You can just ask your question to your neighborhood. Where other marketplaces where people need to create listings and people need to search within listings to find what they want to learn. So if you enable people to actually ask out and reach out to those people and ask a question, you need a less higher liquidity of the marketplace than you have people making listings. So for example, if you have 100 people in the marketplace where you ask them to make listings, there's an average of 1 skill a member. So you have about 100 skills when you have 100 people. When you ask around and tap into all the knowledge around you by asking around, you have an unlimited amount of skills because the people don't need to create listings. By doing so, we lower the liquidity to as low as 50 people, and with only asking to 50 people, we can manage to get at least one offer within a day for 60 to 70% of the request. So what we do is we look at the question people ask, and we see there's an expertise needed. For example, if someone asks, I want to learn how to play guitar. We take the guitar and we match that with candidates, and we do that upon 3 different things in the future. First, we look at the history of learning and teaching from people. So how did they react on questions which have been raised before? So if you say yes to a guitar question, we remember that you can teach someone how to play guitar. But if you say no, we won't bother you with that question anymore. So we learn from the history of what people do. We also look at the user input of people. And third, we'll tap into, because you connect your social media profiles to your connected profile, we tap into the social media you connected with. So for example, Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. You fill in and you share with your friends what you are good at, or what you like, or what your hobby is, or what you've been doing. So we do text analysis of this information, and by doing so, by using those three techniques, we can come up with the best matches for the expertise needs, and we can create a hierarchy in the candidates we offer to people. Our future mission is to become your lifelong learning companion. We've seen in the market, and American research has shown, that in the next 10 years, when people finish their higher education or the university, people will have between 15 and 20 jobs during their entire lifetime. So the need for learning doesn't stop after you finish your high school, your university, or your higher education. It just continues. And how do you facilitate or create access to the knowledge you need to facilitate this lifelong learning? You can have online online courses, but is this personal? Is this really connecting you to what you want to learn? Now, we hope by offering you to create the access to the knowledge nearby, to create personal connections with real teachers in your own neighborhood, we could help you to achieve your goals. So what we ask from people is to start sharing now. Start sharing your knowledge, become a learner and a teacher on Konnektid, and enable yourself to keep developing yourself, and by doing so also helping others to develop and get to know the people in your own neighborhood. I hope this is the end of my speech. You all got it. If you have any questions, please raise it, though I cannot hear it, unfortunately. But I'm really happy to answer any of your questions.
I can type questions if anybody has any.
What are the top requests so far?
So what we've seen is that the top requests so far are Spanish, guitar, and professional skills like marketing, networking, blogging, SEO. So there's you could say 3 different categories which are requested the most: language skills, music skills, and professional skills. So, for example, only this week we helped in Amsterdam. We helped a couple of people learn Spanish. There were 2 weeks ago we had our first Chinese Mandarin lesson given in Amsterdam. There's the requests today were people asking Photoshop lessons to enhance their skills for their work in creating flyers and posters. And people got connected via Konnektid and started teaching each other there. So it's 3 categories: music, professional, and languages.
Okay, was there another question? Yeah.
Has he thought about using open badges or something like that?
There was a really funny one as well. As an old lady who bought a smartphone and wasn't able to use her smartphone, and 3 weeks ago she posted it on Konnektid, and she found someone in her own neighborhood who is now teaching her to use a smartphone. We have been looking and testing the first. So if you subscribe now and become an early adopter of Konnektid, you could say, we've created a badge which you can share on your other social media to let people know that you are using Konnektid and are open for knowledge requests. And we are thinking about in the future creating a rewarding system for teachers to show with badges what they could actually teach and what you could approach them for. Thank you very much for having me. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see many of you in Crete in about 2 weeks.